Well, hello there, boys and girls. It is action-packed football time, and it's 1992 retail, I would say, because every one of these packs has a price tag on it. So, like this one says cash and carry. This is 330 packs I got in the mail today. So I'm going to do 8 videos. The first video is going to have 23 packs. And every other video, like video 2 through 8, is going to be 44 packs. That's just the way I'm going to break it down. So I'm not making a ton of videos, but we have a little bit of a longer video. So the first one is going to be 23 packs of 1992. And you can see they're all price tagged. So that's how I'm going to start off with. I'm going to do an 8-part video series of 19. And that's what this comes out of right here, 1992 action-packed football. So typically you would get at least 1 Braille card per box and 1 gold card in every 4 boxes. So who knows how this is collated? I don't know. It's just basically wait and see what you get. So the main thing I'm going to be doing is going, of course, pulling the Emmett's Braille and base for my Emmett binders. And I have the whole gold card set done. This is just for fun. Not really hunting anything other than gold cards and Emmitt Smith cards. So, but anyway, there's a few stars in here. Unlike 91, 92, the Dan Marino, the Joe Montana, the Troy Aikman, they are in. And there's no Brett Favre cards in 92 at all because he was a nobody at the time. So you don't see Brett Favre pop up until 93 of Action Packed anyway. Anyway, so yeah, you get a few stars in the here. You get John Elway, you get Steve Young, you get Barry Sanders, you get Emmitt Smith, you get Michael Irvin. Oh, Jerry Rice is also in the rookie updated set as well. So you won't see any of those cards. So 92 kind of sucks for stars, just base card stars, but just part of how they did it. This also the last year they did a 280 cards. The next year they did 222 cards. So I believe how it went. Anyway, so here we go. These might be a little bricky because they are old, and I don't know how they were stored all these years, but we'll have to wait and see. But anyway, so here we go. This is 22 Emmett Zone 22. Please like and subscribe. And stick around for all 8 videos. We'll see what we get, right? But yeah, here we go. So nothing there. Just, So it may be like that for a whole video. We may get a bunch of Brailles. We may get a bunch of gold cards. Who knows? Because with this being mixed up as it is, just being packs, anything's possible. So. But I remember back in 92 when I started opening this stuff up, I was like excited because it was different from 91. And 91 was awesome. So, God, I can't tell me how many cases of this 92 stuff I went through back in the day. Just unreal. So, yeah, we got 22 packs in this video. So that's how we're going to do it. All right. Sterling Sharp. See, they're because they're gloss, and they may have got heated up a little bit, so I'm hoping I don't have any issues for these 330 packs. So, I'll have to wait and see. Are there 2 on that? No, just 1. So, out here, I'm going to put gold cards, of course, if I get any Emmett. There are 2 different Emmett cards, and then the stars and the Brailles. So, the only big Brailles here is Emmitt Smith, and you get a Warren Moon. I guess are there 2 cards on that? Warren Moon Braille card. There's no Michael Irvin. Oh yeah, there's a Michael Irvin Braille card. And the rest of them are pretty much just kind of, semi-stars to commons. Like Mark Rippon, there's a Braille card to him. So here we go. John Elway, first star to pull. There we go. So they do make a gold card to him. So John Elway. Eric Kramer, Nick Bell, Terry Allen, Ingram. So each team had 10 cards of it made, because back then there was 280 or something like that. Anyway, Yeah, so you get a Braille card, and typically one per box. So I'm hoping by some weird chance I run across the Barry Sanders redemption for the gold card, autographed gold card, which I do have, the gold card slabbed actually. But what I don't have is the redemption for it, and I would love to pull that because I've never seen it. Steve Young. All right, there we go. Okay. Gail. Totula. Lewis. Brian Jordan. Okay. Yeah, these packs feel kind of old. It was weird to open a box up and see 330 packs. So, Mel Gray. Excuse me. Ronnie Lott. Berg. Harbaugh. Dennis Smith. And Webb. There's a lot of commons in this stuff. Unfortunately, because of the way they made this set. Haywood Jeffries, they make a gold card of him. And a Braille thing, I think, too. Ed King. Johnson. Delfino. Baker. Neil O'Donnell. Okay. All right, Romanowski, Steroid King, Vinny Testaverde, Barry Foster, Ernie Jones, Pat Harlow, Arian Butts. I paid $300, $300 for all 330 packs. So I got them for less than $1 a pack, and that includes shipping. So even if I don't pull anything at all that's worthwhile, at least it was cheap to do so, and it makes for a video. Workman, McAfee, and Swan. Okay. Yeah, typically these boxes go for 40 bucks on eBay for a full box of this stuff, which is way overpriced. And there's no rookies in it, so I don't understand why the high price point. Oh, there's our first Emmett. Yes, baby. There we go. There's my baby. All right. Good deal. Good deal. I just don't understand why they try to get so much for them. They're not worth it. Back in the day, they were on $75 a box, brand new, because this was the most expensive product out there. So let's say you pull an Emmett Smith 24 karat gold out of here. In the Beckett, which I have some older Beckett's, Emmett's like 280 bucks for the gold card, because they were serial numbered to 1,000, and back then that was really low. So Carter, Novacek, Sewell, and Dacus, something like that. Bigot. Okay, I'm gonna move these to the side. So video 2 through 8 is going to be longer because there will be 44 packs per. But I figured I'd do the first one because I'm going to talk about it first and kind of go through stuff. So. And that does not hurt the cards. That's just the way it is. Dave Maggot, Spillman, Tim Brown. That's a good card. Marv Cook, Roderick, Tommy Kane. Bernstein. God, the gold on that is just popping. David Fulcher. Fletcher. Workman. Fred McAfee. Swan. Thurman Thomas. Good card. technically I probably should be putting him to the side, but Merriweather, Chris Martin, De'Aaron Cherry, McMillan, and Thompson. Okay. Got a Rod Woodson right on top. Nice card. James Brooks, Alvin Harper, Thompson, Page, McDonald. No Brailles yet. No gold cards yet. Of course, we're just getting started. Warren Moon. There we go. Nice. Love that card. God, I'd love him to sign that one for me. Fuck. Okay, Warren Moon. There's also a Warren Moon Braille card too, I believe. So, all right, we got Chris Martin, De'Aaron Cherry, Ronnie Lott, another Emmett. Yes. There we go. 2 Emmets. Boom, baby. Typically, you might see 1 per box, but you know, being that these packs are all mixed up and who knows what's going on with it for collation. So, Eddie Brown, Lonnie Young, double Brandon Sleroth. Wow, that gold's just bright on that one. Jeez. So I should scrape all the gold off of this and then melt it down and then retire. Put it into a gold bar. Okay, Ernest Biner, Chris Warren. Okay, I've already seen that. God, look at the gold on that. Just bright. Nice and clean. Washington. Maybe Rollins. Rollins? I don't know. Yeah, I was amazed how expensive this shit was back in the day. Wes Hopkins, Jeff Hostetler, Clay Mathis, Brian Cox, Beast, Gary Anderson, Gary Clark. I got about 4 more packs here. We'll call it done on video 1 of 8. Okay, William Fuller, Williams, Andre Rison, Tom Waddle, Craig Cragen, Bruce Oliver. Daryl Talley, Herschel Walker, Mike Pritchard, Mark Rippon. There's a Braille. Oh, that's a Braille. There we go. Fucking A. We got a Braille in our first video. Oh, nice. Okay. Well, I'm going to put the Brailles over here. I'm going to do it like that so we know those are Brailles. Ray Crockett, Shane Collin. Yeah, Pat Swelling's another one. I think Derek Thomas is another. I think there's an Oilers, Jeffries, I think. So, Daryl Talley, Henry Thomas, Michael Irvin, base card. There we go. All right. I'll put Barry Sanders behind that. Kevin Green, John Vaughn, Ricky Jackson. Okay, last pack of video 1 of 8 for 1992 Action Pack Football Regular. Okay. Don, Ken Harvey, Vaughn John. Boy, that's bright. Vince Newsome and Todd Maranovich. Okay, guys, well, that's it. 22 packs, 1992. We got 2 Emmets, and then Elway, Young, Moon, and Irvin, and a Braille card. So pretty good for a box number 1 or video number 1. So, all right, guys, check back later. I got 7 more of these to do. 1992 regular action back football. Peace out.